Hello once again, all you fine and clever folks out there. It's Root Beer, and we're continuing our look at the 2003 Pascal competition. Right now, we're up to question number 6. So let's take a look. We'll grab our pen, and we'll get ready. So question 6, which of the following is not equal to 18 over 5? Okay, so what we have is we've got 5 different expressions, one for each of the multiple choice answers. And we're being asked to basically figure out which of them isn't the same as 18 over 5. So the best way to go about doing this is to just evaluate each of them. If you have a calculator handy, that's going to make your life a lot easier. Okay? I recommend if you're going to do it with your calculator that first, you do 18 divided by 5 and realize that that's 3.6. That way, and maybe write it down on some rough paper. That way, when you do each of the other expressions, for example, 6 squared divided by 10, and press enter, you already know whether or not it's going to be the right answer as to whether or not this decimal matches up with the 3.6 of 18 over 5. As it so happens, 6 squared over 10 is 3.6, so that's the same as 18 over 5. So A is not the right answer because A is equal to 18 over 5. Okay? Now, there's a lot of other things we could do. We don't need to use a calculator. We can just evaluate each of these expressions by hand, and that's something I'm going to do now. Okay. So A would be 6 squared over 10, but that's 36, because that's 6 squared over 10. And right there you can see you're going to get 3.6. Okay. But we could also say, well, 10 has a factor of 2, and 36 has a factor of 2. 36 divided by 2 is 18, and we're left with 18 over 5. Okay. How about B? What was B? 1/5 of 6 times 3. 1/5 of 6 times 3. Well, what's 6 times 3? It's 18. 1/5 of 18? Well, that's 18 fifths. So B is not our answer. How about we take a look at C? C is 18 plus 1 over 5 plus 1. Well, I can simplify that pretty quickly. 18 plus 1 over 5 plus 1, that's 19 over 6. Okay? Now that isn't equal to 18 over 5, so we found the right answer. But how would we see that? Well, suppose that this were true. Suppose that we actually really did have 19 over 6 was equal to 18 over 5. If that were the case, then as long as I do the same thing to the left side as I do to the right side, I should always get equal statements. And if at any point I don't get a statement that makes sense, I don't get, 20 equals 20 or whatever, then I'll know I've done something wrong, provided I do the same thing to both sides. If you do the same thing to both sides, an equal sign stays equal. If you do the same thing to both sides, a not equal sign will stay the same as a not equal sign. Okay? So, how about I multiply by, let's say 30 on both sides. I'm doing 30 because I want to get rid of the denominators here. 6 times 5 is 30, so, for example, I'm going to get 30 divided by 6. We'll get 5 multiplied by 19 on the left-hand side. 30 divided by 5 is 6, so we're going to get 18 multiplied by 6 on the right-hand side. And immediately some of you might see, well, 5 times 19, that's an odd times an odd. This is going to be an odd answer. 18 times 6, both of those are even. This is going to be an even answer. We're going to have a problem because odd numbers are never equal to even numbers. Okay? More than that, we can actually just multiply these out. 5 times 19, that's going to be 95. And 18 times 6, that's going to be 108. And these aren't equal. But if these aren't equal, this should have been a not equal sign. Should have been a not equal sign all along. Okay? So we know that C is not 18 over 5, and we're done. Okay? But let's evaluate those other two expressions, because I tend to do that, and because we'd like to make sure that we have the right answer. Okay? If we do E and we think it's also not equal to 18 over 5, then we've got two competing answers and we need to do something. We need to double check our work and our arithmetic. Okay? So, D, 3.6. Okay? Well, 3.6, how do I compare that to 18 over 5? I could do a couple things. One, I could actually work out the decimals for 18 divided by 5. 5 goes into 18 3 times. We got 15 here. Bring down a 3. The 0 comes down. How many times does 5 go into 36? We got a decimal there. So this one is actually equal to 18 over 5. Another way we could do that is we could see 3.6, that's 36 over 10, but we already dealt with 36 over 10 in the very first expression. And the last one there, square root of 324 over square root of 324 over 25. Okay. 324 over 25. Well, square roots distribute into the numerator and the denominator. Square root of 25 is 5 on the bottom, and square root of 324. 324 is one of those numbers I recommend you know. It's 18 squared. Square root of 18 squared, you're just going to get 18. So the only one that really doesn't work is C, and we've double-checked. We've checked every single expression. The only one that doesn't work is C. So C is going to be our answer, because we were asked which expression is not the same as 18 over 5. Okay? So that was a good question. I like ones where you actually have to take a look at each of the answers in turn. That was question number 6. We're going to take a look at question number 7, but we'll do that in the next video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.